Christine Marie Paolilla, born March 31, 1986, is a convicted American mass murderer who is serving a life sentence for fatally shooting 4 people, including 2 of her friends, in their Lake City home in Texas on July 18, 2003. The killings, which came to be known as the Clear Lake Murders, made national headlines. Her father, Charles Paolilla, passed away in a construction accident when she was only 2 years old. Her mother, Marie Paolilla, was a drug addict and later lost custody of her daughter to her parents. During kindergarten, Christine was diagnosed with alopecia, a condition that made her lose hair, eyebrows, and eyelashes. She even had trouble with her vision and had to wear high-power eyeglasses. Christine's classmates mocked her because of her appearance. Throughout her school years, she was bullied because of her appearance, the wig she wore, and the drawing on her eyebrows. Christine eventually reunited with her mother Lori, who had overcome her drug addiction, and got remarried. The family then moved to Clear Lake City, Texas, a suburb of Houston. At Clear Lake High School in Houston, Christine became friends with 2 popular students, Rachel Coloradis and Tiffany Rowell. They helped her change her appearance. The change was so significant that in 2003, her classmates voted her Miss Irresistible. During this period, Christine started dating Christopher Lee Snyder, a 21-year-old with a criminal record. Both Christine's family and her friends were against this relationship. They were worried about Christopher's drug overdose. According to Lori, the relationship was abusive and violent. Christopher's family described the relationship as troubled, mentioning Christine's possessiveness. She used to hit him whenever Christopher used to talk to any girl. Around Christopher's home, Christine, who also had the police called on her several times by her parents, was known as the Psycho. After particularly nasty fights, she'd spend the night on the front lawn, sleeping, trying to get into the house, yelling, going nuts, rattling the screen door. Brandy Snyder, Christopher's sister, describes her behavior as extremely toxic, mentioning that she had even gone as far as to threaten the lives of her mother, father, and herself. On July 18, 2003, Christine and Christopher visited Tiffany's Clear Lake City home. Rachel, Tiffany's boyfriend Marcus Priscilla, and Marcus's cousin Adalbert Sanchez were all there. Christopher and Christine initially planned to steal drugs and money from Tiffany's house and run away. However, the situation changed when Christopher started arguing with Marcus. Things went out of control, leading to the firing of Tiffany, Rachel, Marcus, and Adalbert. Over 40 rounds were fired, and each of the 4 victims suffered multiple gunshot wounds from a 9mm semi-automatic pistol and a .38 caliber revolver. After the incident, Rachel managed to crawl through her blood towards the phone to dial 911. When Christine saw Rachel was still alive, she struck her head, leading to several injuries and ultimately her death. Less than an hour after the murders, the couple drove to Walgreens, where Christine started her shift at the makeup shop, acting as if nothing had happened. Later, a neighbor called the police and reported about the incident. The police arrived at the scene. The couple left no evidence at the scene to make it look like burglary or a fight over drugs, as Marcus reportedly sold drugs from the house. The only clues the police had were descriptions of the suspects seen by neighbors entering and leaving the house. The police searched for the evidence, but nothing was found to proceed further in this case. Shortly after the incident, Christopher and Christina broke up. Later, in 2004, Christopher was charged with car theft, while Christine went to a rehabilitation center for her drug overdoses in Kerrville, Texas, where she met Stanley Justin Rott. They married in March 2005, and Christine inherited $360,000 from her father's trust fund to buy an apartment. In July 2005, Christine saw a news report about the unsolved Clear Lake Massacre case. While looking, she got worried and started to panic. Concerned by this, she confessed to Stanley about her involvement with Christopher in the murders, and they left their place. By November 2005, they lived in a San Antonio motel room for the following 8 months. On July 8, 2006, police got an anonymous tip. A man from the rehabilitation center with Christine claimed that she confessed her involvement in these murders. Police found Christine in San Antonio and arrested her on July 19, 2006. Her husband was also arrested for the use of illegal drugs. After their arrest, Stanley informed the police about Christine's confession. Initially denying, Christine later confessed to the crime. She solely blamed her ex-boyfriend, Christopher, for the crime.
The gun was in your hand, and what was he telling you? 1, 2, 3?
He was holding on to it, too.
Okay, like on top of your hand or something?
Yes, like
Yeah, like that.
I couldn't even tell you how it was, like, but that one that
She said it was his idea to rob their friends, but things didn't go as planned. On July 21, 2006, Christine and Christopher were charged with capital murder. Christine's bail was set at $500,000. Christopher was residing in Greenville, South Carolina, at that time. After Christine got arrested in July 2006, a family member told Christopher about the warrant for his arrest linked to the murders. Christopher was found dead. Investigators searched the Greenville area and found his decomposed body in a dense forest on August 5, 2006. It was later confirmed he died due to a drug overdose. On October 13, 2008, Christine was convicted of 4 counts of capital murder. Because she was a minor at the time of the crime, she didn't get the death penalty, but was given a life sentence with the possibility of parole after 40 years. However, Christine never apologized or explained her motive for the murders. On November 29, 2008, Christine filed an appeal, arguing that the court had been unfair in setting her bail at $500,000. The appeals panel reviewed and confirmed the original decision, stating there wasn't any misconduct. She filed more appeals by 2011 against her conviction, but those were also rejected. Currently, Christine is imprisoned at the Christina Melton Crane Unit in Gatesville, Texas.